haunted by traces, so many faces in all of the places we've been. Forgotten toasts like letters from ghosts and signs nailed to posts in the wind. The words that we spoke, laughed till we choked, and fun that we poked way back when. And time couldn't catch us, and now it's gone past us, ain't coming back here again. And the band is playing the blues, feeling so hard and confused, and the days turn to weeks and the world continues to spin. Every road comes to an end, and somewhere just around the bend, there you gotta take stock of the roll and the rock and the friends you won't see again. But there were not a whole lot of cool things about the town I grew up in. But one of the cool things was the teen center. It was housed on the second floor of a big old building which was cleverly named the Monumental Building. And that was right across the street from the Spot, a classic burger joint that was owned by the grandfather of the famous actor Rob Lowe. But that's a whole nother story. And since the Monumental Building was old and historic, there wasn't any elevator up to the second floor. Just 100 steps or so. Anyway, the teen center in this little southwestern Ohio town would hold dances with live bands every month or so. Of course, Big Z and the Stingrays were a frequent act, and the Galaxy Band, and even the Blokes by Another Name played there a couple times. But in addition to all the local bands, they'd bring in some from around the state from time to time. Like, and this is true, the Lemon Pipers of Green Tambourine fame. Remember them? Drop a silver in my tambourine, help a poor man build his pretty dream. Give me pennies, I'll take anything. Now listen while I play my green tambourine. And one time, even the McCoys, well before Hang On Sloopy, played there. Sloopy, let your head down, girl, let it hang down on me. Sloopy, let your head down, girl, let it hang down on me. Yeah. I always kind of wondered exactly what that line meant. Well, some of my friends went to dances so they could press their bodies up against the bodies of the girls they were into. But not me. I was such a shameless fanboy. When the Pipers or McCoys came to town, I always made sure to get to the teen center a couple hours early so I could offer to help the band to carry their gear up those 100 steps. And I'll tell you, in those days, guitar amps were huge and heavy as hell, but nobody ever turned me down. I was like a homeboy roadie that they didn't have to pay. Now Cliff's out in Texas, Flynn up and left us, and Tommy couldn't take it anymore. Scott left the room, and Mike went too soon, and Stanley just walked out the door. So young, so strong, just playing our songs, wondering what life was for. Yeah, you add up the cost of all that's been lost, and I ain't a young man no more. I never forget one time I'd made about 10 trips up and down those steps carrying all this heavy shit, and the lead singer for the McCoys, a guy by the name of Richard Zeringer, later known as Rick Derringer, said, "Thanks, man. If you're here after the show, you can help us get all this stuff back in the van." Wow! I was in heaven. When I think of these folks, I remember their jokes. Their voices have faded away. There's songs left unsung, and things left undone, and words I wish I could say. There are lines that won't rhyme. Yeah, we've run out of time. Black and brown is all turned to gray. Yeah, the angels are humming, in the end it's coming, and the band, they just left the stage, and the band was playing the blues, feeling hard and confused, and the days turn to weeks, and the world continues to spin. And somewhere just around the bend, every road comes to an end, and you gotta take stock of the roll and the rock and the friends that you won't see again. Yeah, you gotta take stock of the roll and the rock and the kids